The Slavic Gospel Association, or SGA, ministers in many former Soviet countries, including Ukraine. Now, joining me today on the show is Elena Burdick from the SGA team here in New Zealand. We're going to take a look at Ukraine, but firstly, just want to welcome you to the show.
Thank you. Hello, and thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
Now, I know not everyone is going to be watching this video. They'll be perhaps just hearing it on radio. But for those who are watching, they're going to notice a very beautiful top that you are wearing. That's from the Ukraine, is it?
It is, yes, and thank you for asking, Di. I did ask for my son to send it, for our people from Ukraine to send it to my son, and he brought it here for me because I just wanted, to wear it when I talk about Ukraine so that people can actually see this beautiful work and that Ukrainians are beautiful people. More beautiful than I am, but yeah, I'm just saying
Oh.
they're beautiful in their hearts and they're strong in their mind. Yeah.
Yeah, certainly resilient people, right? But I just want to mention it is an absolutely beautiful shirt, and you can just see the creativity and care that is put into it. So let's go there. Let's talk about Ukraine and the work that SGA does in that part of the world. So yeah, what kind of things are you doing, and how are things going at the moment?
Well, we have been working, and our teams have been working in Ukraine for many years. SGA New Zealand has been established 50 years ago, and we have the network of missionary pastors and children teams and rehabilitation centers, compassion ministry teams that are working there. And of course, with the war, the full-scale war that started in February 22, it was really good to have people in place. And of course, they needed more of our help with people, internally displaced people, with some people, lots of people who had to go into war, the males and some females, and people who fled, had to go overseas. There is a lot going on. And as much as it was good to have the teams there on the ground already, they needed more of our help. And a lot of trucks have been sent through Poland into Ukraine, into 24 regions to help with all the lots of needs that they had in having.
So, I mean, you mentioned it started back in 2022. So it's been 3 years now. How are people feeling? I mean, do you have information on this? How are people holding on to hope after 3 years?
Yes, just a very recent response or letter that we had from our people. They were saying how how it is, what it means to live in Ukraine in March 2025, since 3 years after the full-scale invasion. And they say it means checking the phone a lot because you will get the text message about the air raid alarms. It means running to your safest room in the house when the explosions wake you up. And it means seeing those wounded soldiers everywhere in the grocery stores, in shopping malls. And basically, it means people are tired, weary, overwhelmed, and they say it means that you're wondering if God is listening, and still they say they're relying more on God's help and protection, seeking, waiting, longing, hoping,
Oh,
and
Lena.
reminding of the truth that they have.
Yeah, yeah. I just feel heartbroken for the people there. Now, it's always good to be able to hear a story of someone who is impacted in a situation like this. So, do you have a story for us this morning about someone in Ukraine and how they are coping in this instance?
Yes, it's a story. I can tell you a story of one family. She is actually a war widow. That's how, that's a new term for me personally. Anna, um, her husband was in the war. This is the full-scale war, but the war started in 2014. So he was defending his country since then. And he was killed, Dmitro was killed in February 2022. So she was left a young widow with 2 children, and also she needed to adopt her nephew, who was 14 now, 14 years old. And they went through the 9 extremely dangerous months of occupation in Kherson area with heavy shelling. They were hiding in the basement. She was worried about her children. Basically, being in Kherson, they went through the occupation. Then there was the Kakhovka Dam, if you remember, in June 23, they were flooded and attacked with flammable mixtures, those chemical attacks. And then they finally were able to leave Kherson. And now they live in Vinnytsia. And being a believer, she is grateful to God that He saved their lives. And that helped them to survive the occupation and to find nice people who helped them and brought them out of the occupation. But what they facing now, they are settled in the house that hasn't been used for 20 years. And it's, as a young person with 3 now children, it's not easy to do. I cannot imagine myself in this situation. To repair the house, repair the heating system, firewood, because it's a village, school, food, everyday needs, and still it's not safe because Venice is also under the shelling sometimes. So this is the everyday life.
And thank goodness for the work of the Slavic Gospel Association in Ukraine as well. Look, as we wrap things up this morning, and it's always so good to talk to you, Elena, and to find out what's happening in that part of the world. So thank you. But I wonder if you could share with us maybe some prayer needs so that we know how to pray for Ukraine, especially right now.
Yes, the needs are the same. There is the need for God to strengthen the people, our people. For the praise is to God for the people who would never step into the church house, but now they're coming to get some food packages, but then to really open their hearts to God. So praise that God is working in their lives for more people and for more help, of course, because it can never be done without people like us in New Zealand who can. I've read this. Sentence recently by John Stott that we must be global Christians with a global vision because our God is a global God. So to pray for people in New Zealand to have their hearts open to help Ukrainians, for Ukrainians to be strengthened in their situation where they are at now, and praise God for His will to be done.
Elena, thank you so much for being on the show today. I always appreciate catching up with you guys. And of course, you've got stories, you've got information on your website too. about the work that you're doing there in Ukraine and beyond with the Slavic Gospel Association. So could we finish with that website address, please?
Yes, of course. It's sga.org.nz because it's a New Zealand website. Slavic Gospel Association, sga.org.nz.
Thanks again for being a part of the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us on Rhema. Now, if you found value in today's content, hit that like button. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to our channel with the subscribe button. This really helps us to continue to produce more quality content for you. And hey, if you'd like to stay updated and never miss any of our future videos, ring that notification bell as well. Don't forget to follow us on our other socials, which are in the description below. And until then, stay tuned.